feedback. Oh. Started. Good. I bet. All right, cool. Welcome to the first ever RH made pre-market setup, guys. We usually do this on Sundays. This is the first ever one. We will be doing this weekly on Sundays. So basically what we're going to be talking about on Sundays is things coming up in the week. So whether it be technical analysis for a specific pair, whether it be news, whether it be anything within the world that's going to affect our trades for the week. All right. So typically what I personally trade is GBP pairs, right? I love those pairs because they just move with structure and I just like catch the moves quite easy. So my favorite GBP pair is GJ. All right. So with GJ, right, the way I mark up my charts, I just do it by level. Okay. So come over to my horizontal line. I just start from the 4 hour to get an overview of what the overall pair is actually doing. Right. So as you can see, overall downtrend in September. Right. Now we're just kind of ranging out now. So I can just put a line right here at 137.500. That would be a mid level. Okay. 500 mid level. All right. And I'm just gonna draw a little box around it to signify the area within that major mid level. Okay. And I'm just gonna mark up 13800 for another mid level. I mean another major level. Okay, this will be a major level. Another box for the area. And I'm just gonna keep going down and until I get to the bottom. So major area right here, 137 flat. And then the reason, guys, why I mark up my levels like this is because price tends to reverse and react to these specific levels, right? These are actually the levels that the banks use to trade. Okay, they use these nice even round numbers to make it easy on them, so we can take that and implement it to our trading too to make our lives easier as well. Okay. So once I dumb it down, right now I'm on the 4 hour chart, so it looks a little cluttered, but once I dumb it down, it will make a lot more sense to you guys on what I'm doing. What about here? Cool. All right, cool. So that's good for now. All right, cool. So I'm just gonna dumb it down to the 15-minute. All right, cool. So right now, GJ is really not doing anything, right? It had a big rally earlier in November, right? I mean later in November, okay, the 20th. It just rallied down, came back down here, consolidated. Draw a little box here to signify the consolidation. Okay, so broke this major level. Who said? Boom. Now they muted. Unmute. Oh, they muted. All right, cool. All right, what's up, guys? I'm just going over GJ right now. We're just going over different pairs we can potentially get into during the week, this upcoming week, right? So where was I? All right, cool. So I was just recapping last week's rally down, right? Came all the way down from all the way over here. Around it came close to this major level right here, this major mid level right here, 137.500, right? And then reversed, right? Came down, hit this major level of 136 flat, right? Wicked hard over here, came up, retested, right? Retested this mid level, and then came just kept going down on the downtrend, right? It just kept doing this thing on the downtrend until it finally stopped and you know, and hesitated, consolidated, and then broke through this mid level right here, right? So now basically what it's doing is just ranging right now. So just so you guys can see it. Yeah, so it's consolidating right now, but if you guys have any questions, feel free just to interrupt me, right? It only helps me help you, okay? So just let me know if you guys need help with anything I'm saying. But yeah, so right now GJ is consolidating. So with me, I don't like consolidation unless it's in a big range where I can just, you know, trade it. I can draw it out. Unless it's like this. The only way I will trade consolidation unless it's like a big consolidation, so like a big range. That's what it's called, the range. Okay, so when it does this, right, where I can go from point A to point B in a big big area with no problem, which is very rare, right? So when a trade does an uptrend going up, hits the top of the range, comes down, trends all the way down to the bottom, right? I can buy here, wait, get all this profit, even going up. This path is looking crazy, but you guys get the idea. It's that I can get out of here and then sell it and just keep going back and forth with it. But you know, it's very rare in the foreign exchange market, right? We get a lot of uncertainty within consolidation, right? So with me, I'm just gonna wait for a breakout out of this range. Okay, so one of these. Oh, gotta delete these lines. That's what's confusing me about saying the hell. All right, cool, my fault. All right, cool. So for this one, waiting for a breakout. Either we can have two plans here, right? The first plan, can wait for a rally of higher highs and higher lows. Okay, so as you can see, we have a higher high right here, made a higher low. So if it continues doing this higher high, higher low pattern, right? Meaning comes up here, right? Stops right here. This right here would be a role reversal. Okay, right here, that would be called a role reversal. Now, what a role reversal is basically a start of a uptrend or a downtrend, right? So if it keeps doing its higher highs or higher lows, right, it will be it will start a rally of high highs and high lows. So that on the higher lows, that's where you can start to get into your trades. Let me just get over this. What's wrong with this? Oh, that's why. All right. So basically, what GJ is doing, just basically doing a whole lot of nothing. So I'm just waiting for a breakout and or a rally of higher highs or higher lows. Okay. So that's for GJ. Anybody have any questions for that before I move on? All right, cool. So GU and GJ are basically a lot similar, right? They move the same during London session and New York. Okay. So typically what GJ is doing, you would do too. So GU and GJ are all right. So GU, that's GA. So GU is basically doing nothing as well, right? It did a big rally going up last week, a big rally going up, and then now it's just ranging out, right? It's really going nowhere, just consolidating. So basically for this, you can mark this up first. Mark it up first. So same thing I do with GJ, I'm gonna do for all my bids. Just mark up my major levels. So I got 1.3200 flat. I'm also gonna put 1.2900. $1.300 major level. So for the US dollar, right? The election just came up. Biden won, thank God. But for US dollar, I still expect it to go down, even though Biden won, due to the fact that like the election was a chaotic thing, right? And I watch a lot of if you guys know Wayne on what's the name? Yeah, FX Bootcamp. He talks a lot about the US dollar and how it's gonna go down within the upcoming years due to the election. So I'm just going off of him and the research I do on the side too. Right. So you guys a keynote to make when you guys trading, you guys need to, create a bias towards your trades, whether it be news or technical analysis. So for me, I'm trying to get to a lot into news and what news can actually do to a trade. Okay. So you can go by interest rates, different housing plans. I remember this one time there was a pair that went up because of milk, something about milk. it was funny, but yeah, just do a little bit more research, right? There's a lot of things you can do to implement towards your trades, right? So the things that we give you in RHMA that will help you on your trading journey, that's not the only way you can learn as well. Okay. Right. So we're just trying to expose you to everything, and that's key. Just need to open your eyes to a lot of information that's gonna be that's gonna help you throughout your training journey. So on GU, all right, just marked on my chart with my major levels, and I'm just gonna go further in depth with it. Reset chart. All right, cool. So the way I trade GBP pairs too, I just trade level to level. So as you guys can see, all right, level to level means these major levels right here. So GU took off November 20th. Wait, hold on. No, November 5th, my fault. November 5th, it took off. Okay. Took off to the next major level, 1.3100. Now we're just consolidating between the major level and the mid level. So let me mark up the mid level as well. Mid level right there. All right, so just bouncing up and down within the major level and the mid level, right? It broke the mid level, came down, retested it, right? Consolidated a little bit on top of it, okay? And then it broke down. It broke the mid level. So what I'm waiting for now on this pair, I'm just waiting for a rally down now, because I know like it tapped off the mid level, right? I want it to hit this major level now again. So as it comes down, all the way down, right, all the way down, right? Now I'm just waiting because I'm a bull. I always want to buy. So for me, I'm waiting for a price to hit the major level or the mid level, stop, hesitate, consolidate or whatever, and then start making higher highs and higher lows. So it can do a little bit of this and then start making higher highs and higher lows. So these, I need like one or two of these to be sure, like, okay, this trade is gonna go my way now, all right? Maybe I can draw this out a little better. All right, cool. So when it comes all the way down here, assuming it does, right, I'm looking for this. So on this point right here, this point right here is where I would typically enter, right? So a lot of traders get mixed up on like how to enter a trade, right? So a lot of mistakes. One major mistake I did, doing this zone to zone trading is every time it hits the one of the major levels or the mid levels, right? I tend to get into the trade right away. Once it hits, it does the little reaction, right? You gotta wait. You have to be a little patient. You have to be patient regardless to your trade. So once it hits where you expect it to hit, right? Let the trade come to you. Once it hits where you expect it to hit, right? Wait for a couple rallies up or down. All right. So like this right here, right? It's coming down. You don't want to buy the drop. You want to buy dips, right? So it dropped all the way down, right? Hesitated on this major line, right? So now you want to wait for it to go up, right? And then buy a dip, okay? So you can use your, once it happens, you can use your, what's it at? Fib retracement tool. You're going to learn that as well later on. It's a little advanced, but what's it at? Oh, right here. All right. So you can use this. This is used as a point, but this is as well. So if it hits, right, I can actually show you an example real quick. Right here. All right, the fib can be used everywhere, right? It's kind of hard to see too, but it's basically used to see retracements, right? It's a tool to use on dips. So basically, once you drag it down, all right, these little lines right here, these are support and resistance lines as well. So let's say you're in an uptrend, right? Go the wrong way. Let's say you're in an uptrend. All right, cool. So your starting point is right here, all right? So as your trade goes up in the market, right, looking for a re-entry now. Okay, let's say you missed your entry, right? You put this fib retracement tool, it's going to show you where you can re-enter at. Okay, so if it hits either when it comes back down, right, because the trade always comes back down, right, it never just goes straight up. So once it comes back down, right, it will either hesitate off of 0.382, right, 0.5, or 0.618. Okay, so once it does one of these, all right, hesitates, consolidates or whatever, and then starts going up, that's can be an indication of getting back into the trade or getting to the trade in a hole if you missed your entry, right? But that's a little advanced for you guys. Like I said, there's a lot there's a lot to trading than just strategies. But yeah, so that's what I'm looking on GU. I'm just waiting for it to drop all the way down to the major level, right? Rally up, start doing its higher highs and higher lows. And then once it does its first dip, I'm looking to buy it, right? And then I'm gonna ride it all the way up to its next major level right here of 3.200. Okay, so that's GU. Anybody got any questions on that? Gold. All right, cool. Got you. So me personally, I don't trade gold a lot. I'm practicing on my demo with it, but gold is like just any other pair, just a little faster. But the structure is the same as well. So you can still mark up your chart as regular. That's normal. It just you just need to do a little bit more research on gold as well. And yeah, it just moves a lot faster than normal pairs. But nonetheless, we can still mark it up, see what's going on with it. So for this one, I'm gonna mark up 19,600. Hopefully gold buys since an election. USD is gonna go down. Mark up 1920 as well. What's good, bro? We're just going over gold right now. $18.80. And 1860. 1950. Right. All right. Gold is rallying up big, came down. All right, cool. So we just put this like a zone thing too. I see you can. It's starting to go on an uptrend, but over here it can be a double top. So it can do one of two things. It can rally up, right? You can either shoot all the way down back to this mid level right here, because that's what double tops do. It signifies it indicates a start of a downtrend, right? It could do that, stop right here, right, or on top of this too. But if it passes this, it's gonna come down here, and then start rallying up again, all right, and does this, or it could break this major level right here. Could break it, right? You can't enter it on the break, right? I don't like entering on a break because you never know. It could be a false entry, right? It could just go up and then just come shooting back down, right? You just want to be safe. So for this, if it breaks this major level right here, right, comes back down. Comes back down. Breaks, comes down, retests, right? Now on the retest, that's a good indication of getting into the trade. So you want to get it on a retest where it consolidates a little bit, or it does a certain pattern, a candlestick pattern, right? It could be a doji, it could be a hammer, anything to signify a reversal. Okay, and then at this point you can get into the trade, right? So that's my thought on gold. All right, hopefully it rallies up. It makes sense too, because USD is gonna go down. Like I feel it. I feel it in my bones. It's gonna go down. So this is the 15-minute. Look at it a little bit clearer. Yeah. So we're just consolidating right now. Yeah, you just want to wait because gold moves fast. You might think it might not go all the way down here or something, but gold moves fast. So be on the lookout for this on the upcoming week. Wait for the drop going all the way down. Hesitate on this line right here, and then keep it pushing. Or it can even come down to right here, or it stopped right here. All right, cool. Any questions on gold? If I move on. All right. What else can I go over? I don't really trade anything else. Anybody have any pairs they want to go over for the week? Any questions, comments? Yeah, G's not doing nothing. I didn't go over EU. I can go over EU. EU just been ranging up in the sky. Damn. Mark a major level 900, 9,000. Highest point. Level. All right, cool.
What's that bottom wick? What day is it?
This right here. Yeah. November 3rd. Election day. Election day. Double bottom right here. Damn, what was this? November 2nd. I missed a play. 16,200. That's not a major red level. All right, cool. So USD, I'm still in that. So I think EU is gonna go up. This is some mid-level 18,500. I think it's gonna bounce off of it. So what's my path thing? Yes, sir.
All the way from the bottom.
Zones. Damn, I think it looks better. Yeah, straight zone to zone. So if we started from all the way on the bottom, bro. Right, you wouldn't have entered it right here or anywhere it started off, right? Because first of all, it's a big drop, right? You don't want to enter on drops. You want to enter on dips. So that's a big thing you need to look out for. Right. So this is clearly a big drop. So now, obviously, what happened is it rallied up with the higher highs and higher lows. So you start off from over here, all right? Came up here, all right? Made a lower. Wait, what did it do? Made a lower. It made a lower low. Did it? Yeah, lower low. Came back, right? Now it made a higher low. Okay. Came up again, higher high. Now we're just going up and up and up. Now we're at this major level of 1,700. All right. broke this level, came back down. It broke through. It broke through again, right? So if it came down and it hesitated and stopped and started going up, that would have been a good indication of to get into the trade. But what time was this? Was it at 9:30? Yeah.
Again.
So it broke, came back up again, retested. So now over here, this would have been a good opportunity to get into the trade. All right, you would have looked for entry right here, right? Simply make a stop loss. The way I do my stop loss, I do it right here. So if I have a good entry on a major level, right? So there's really not much not that much you could do when it goes down. So you just want to make a little tight stop loss. So I just use these lines to my advantage. I just go to the next line basically. Calculate my risk, so 10 pips is like that. Cause like my reasoning is because if it breaks this major level, right, there's no reason to be into the trade anymore. Cause the whole reason of you entering the trade was because it was at that major level. It did its higher low, right, for a buyer, right? It did its higher low for a buyer, and then now you're just playing for it to go up, like it's just reacting to the price you wanted at, and then now you're just waiting for it to do what it has to do, right? So it did just that. It came up. It took a while though. Right? It was slow grinding, but it still did its thing. All right. So it broke through this mid level right here, 17,500. All right. Typically, it would have came down again, retested this mid level. Right. The 500s are mid levels. Right. It would typically came down and retested it, and then continue on this path. But it was so high in momentum and volatility that it just kept going up to the next major level. Right. So it went up to 1,800. Right. Broke it. Went up to the mid level of 1,800, right? 18,500. It went to 18,500 now, right? And then now it just went all the way down. So it stopped, hesitated at this mid level right here, and it came all the way down. So if you was in a trade already, this whole thing would not be a valid entry at all. You cannot just enter a trade like that, right? That's just risking your account. So you just want to wait until it does a reaction to mid levels and major levels. So as it goes up, right, hesitated, came down, right? Now this would be a good entry because it made this higher low. Okay. So you want to enter at higher lows when you're a buyer. So this would have been a valid entry right here, even though, right, it still came down. It double bottomed anyway, but even though it came down, right, didn't pass this this higher high, it was still valid because it didn't make a lower low. If that makes sense. It didn't do one of these. It didn't break down and then kept going down, right? It didn't do that. Right. So it just came down and it just retested it again. So I just want to make sure the support was strong enough to hold it. And obviously it did. So double bottom right here. This would have been another nice entry for you if you wasn't in the trade already, or you just want to get into it again, right? So went up, right? Did a little dip, and then it just took off, right? So it just kept doing that. So now, what you're waiting for? If you wasn't in the trade already, what was that, November 6th? Oh, that was before the market closed. So if you wasn't on in this trade on Friday, then you would have to wait until it comes down again, which I think it will because the Asian session tends to do that to trades. It tends to bring it down, and then London carries it to the direction it normally would go. All right. So you simply just wait for a dip, hesitate like this right here, or consolidation on this this mid level right here, and then enter somewhere around here, and then London will hopefully take it to the next mid level or major level, and then just keep going on and on and on, unless something happens within the world that it just mess up this trade. But that's basically how most trades move, zone to zone. That's what I've been noticing. So that's EU. Do I do CAD? Yeah, CAD looks weird. That's why I don't do it. I think that's it for now. Anybody got any questions, comments, concerns? This is how we're gonna do it every Sunday. So we're just gonna come on live, just go over some setups for the upcoming week, and then if anybody has any charts they want to send to, we can go over that too. But if not, then I'll just see you guys next Sunday. And there will be lives during the week as well. So just stay tuned for that. All right, cool. Oh yeah. I gotta check the news. Yeah, this is featured into the app too, guys. So if you on your phone when you download the app, just go to the tools section, go to the economic calendar. This is basically just a calendar for the news. So it's like the chart you've been using online, but it is just directly into the app. So it's all in one place for you guys. So it tells you the time over here. It's in military time, but it still tells you the time. Same colors, right? If it's red, then it's a high impact news, orange, medium risk. And then the yellow is obviously low impact. So that's just the economic calendar. I don't think anything's coming up major. And then also the currency strength meter, right? It's also featured in the tools section. So same thing. Tools, heat map. Just click it. Gives you the heat map. The way you read this is like if you, let's say you want to get into a GJ trade, right? And you want looking for a buy, you simply just look for GJ on the side. The first pair is going to be on the left. The first currency strength within the pair is going to be on the left. So GBP will be on the left right here. And then just look for JPY. So if it's green, then that's that means the strength is going up, which is a buy. And if it's red, that means the strength is going down, which is a sell. So if you're looking for a buy, right, you obviously want this to be green. All right. If you're looking for a sell, you want this to be red. So just be mindful about that as well. That's something you can add to your trading as well. But yeah, time is it? Market didn't open yet. It's gonna open at 5, so I think we're gonna have a good week. To be honest, I'm looking for a lot of sales on USD. But if anybody have no questions, then yes, that's it.